The faith-based entertainment realm is rapidly expanding. Since The Chosen, people have changed their perspectives on what faith-based content can be, and everyone is responding accordingly by trying to make their own spin on every Bible story imaginable. But we're not here to talk about all faith-based entertainment in general, we're just here to talk about The Chosen. So Dallas Jenkins has a lot coming up on the horizon. There were a few key announcements that came out recently that are very interesting. We're getting not one, but 2 Chosen feature films that are going to be on the big screen for seasons 6 and 7 of The Chosen. These are separate from the TV show. It's going to be a little confusing, but we're going to get into it today and explain everything you need to know about the upcoming Chosen movies and what's next for the creator, Dallas Jenkins. Let's go ahead and roll that intro. Now, I was scrolling through Facebook this morning. Yes, I'm 16. I'm on Facebook. I know. In the Chosen fan club, someone posted this screenshot from the Chosen TV Guide Collector's Edition magazine. Now, I haven't personally purchased the TV Guide Collector's magazine for the Chosen yet, but I was very happy that Sherry Bowman shared this in the Chosen fan club, so we can talk about it here. This is just a little excerpt from the magazine itself, and it reads that Dallas is saying the Chosen is still 7 seasons, but in season 6, we're planning to do a feature film within that season. Same thing with season 7. So, some of the mechanics of how we're telling this story are changing, or how we're releasing it are changing, but the plan has remained the same. This is huge news that we are getting not 1, but 2 feature films within the Chosen universe. Now, he says they're going to be within season 6 and 7, so I don't know how all of the logistics of that are going to work. If they're going to do season 6 and 7, and then they're going to release separate movies in theaters, or if they're going to try to just take the same actors and tell the same story in feature-length form so they can just make it easier for people to watch a feature-length film, because I personally am very excited about the idea of getting a Chosen movie. Because think about it, instead of having to binge a TV show, which I love, I still really love movies as well. So just to watch a full-on movie with the Chosen cast and with Dallas, Ryan, and Tyler's creative spin on the story, that would just be so awesome. Maybe it'll be the first movie, kind of like The Passion of Christ, what they're doing, where the first movie is about the crucifixion, the second movie is about the resurrection, all the stuff that happens with that. That would just be so cool to get a feature film, 2 feature films from The Chosen. So I'm very, very excited about that, and this is official. Don't worry, I cite my sources. If you don't believe that that's true, even though it comes from the TV Guide Collector's Edition magazine for The Chosen, Dallas Jenkins also, a week ago, before The Chosen Season 4 premiere in LA, said this to an article in Newsweek, which I'll link down below in the description. Speaking to Newsweek ahead of the Hollywood-style teal carpet premiere in Los Angeles on Wednesday, Jenkins said that the 6th season of The Chosen, coming in about 2 years, will feature the crucifixion, and a season later, Jesus is resurrected. We already know this is not news to us Chosen fans, but, just clarification. But he also said that he might be making a resurrection film with similar timing, thus in theaters in about 3 years and presumably starring Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus in The Chosen. Quote, "We're hoping to potentially do a feature film within that whole storyline, so we've got some plans for that we're developing now. Hey, if Mel Gibson wants to do a resurrection sequel to The Passion of Christ, I'll be there to see it, but I know it will definitely look different from mine." Now, this is kind of funny because I believe Mel Gibson has said that they are actually making The Passion of Christ 2. It is in development right now. He said it's going to be the biggest movie of all time, which I don't know how true that is, but it's definitely, I think, going to happen soon. So we've got a little bit of not exactly a conflict, but we've got some competition here in the realm of Jesus resurrection movies. I would imagine that both of these films would come out around the same time, so it's going to be interesting to see how the competition for resurrection movies about Jesus Christ plays out in a few years. Not only this, but Martin Scorsese, famous film director, announced back in May that he is also doing a movie about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Now, Martin Scorsese is not a religious person. He's not a Christian. He doesn't claim to be. So that's a little bit of a different category. But Martin Scorsese is a huge director, considered the best, and he's actually the living director right now with the most Oscar nominations. He just surpassed Steven Spielberg. He indicated that that might be his next movie. So for Martin Scorsese to also be making a resurrection movie, that is crazy. If you remember, I made a video a little while ago called Dallas Jenkins is Hiding Something, because in a live stream last summer, he stated that he's working on a movie that he's been chasing for a while. I theorized that was going to be about the Apostle Paul based on another comment he made on Facebook. I was actually wrong about that. It was actually turned out to be the best Christmas pageant ever, which he's currently working on. He just wrapped filming on. Very excited about that. But it's undeniable now that Dallas is making a foray back to the feature film industry, which is where he got his roots from. He started making short films and feature films, not television. That was just recently with The Chosen, which is all the same thing, but that's where he started, so it makes sense that he would go back there to the big screen. One, continuous story feature-length experience. But he also has another project that he has his hand in that he's working on right now. It was just announced a week ago, right before the Teal Carpet premiere, that Amazon has issued that they're going to dip their toes into the realm of faith-based content with a new thing called The Wonder Project. I believe it has John Aaron, who was the guy who did Jesus Revolution, and Dallas is a big shareholder and I think an executive in the company of The Wonder Project. I don't think he's involved with this next project, but they've issued that their first project is going to be called The House of David. It's going to be a TV series about King Saul and King David and all the conflicts and stuff that happened in that Bible story. This is the next step in Dallas expanding the Chosen cinematic universe. Yes, reminiscent of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's going to start making more and bigger projects. Mark Sorain, the new head of production for The Chosen, stated that The Chosen, believe it or not, in the Bible is comparable to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the way that it has various stories all interconnected, telling one cohesive narrative. The new head of production for The Chosen states that he wants to start expanding this universe, and Dallas is already taking steps to advance to the next frontier of faith-based content and expanding this universe to be a chosen cinematic universe. There's so much happening in the faith-based realm right now. We have competition for the Resurrection of Jesus movies. We have new projects ever expanding this chosen cinematic universe, and I could not be happier to see it. Dallas is a very awesome creator. I respect him and love him so much. He's such a great person and such a creative and talented individual. So whatever he does, I'm down for it, and I'm first in line to see what he does next, and I hope you are too. So let me know what you think of all of this down below in the comments, how excited you are for Dallas's next projects, and what other Bible stories you'd love to see Dallas adapt in his next project. Be sure to let me know all that good stuff down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed to Against the Current, The Chosen podcast, I would highly recommend you do that because The Chosen is in theaters next week. I cannot wait. It's going to be the best time. And all of my Chosen fans, I can't wait to see you in the theater for episodes 1 through 3. That's going to be a great time. I'll be posting tons of content about The Chosen episodes 1 through 3. So you better stick around for that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Binge Jesus.